my greatest pleasure to welcome you in our second graduation. Nziza Training Academy is a cutting-edge institution that intends to bridge the gap between what are taught in the universities and what is really happening at marketplace, specifically initiated for only professionals in engineering-related sectors.
I'm Yves Mugwaneza, a bachelor degree holder in architecture and a professional trained by Nziza Training Academy in its branch of Huye. I'm honored to speak on behalf of Nziza Training Academy graduates of 2019 in architecture and structure and engineering. Now we are happy we made it. We all accomplished the major area milestone of our lives, which is a major steps in our journey as professionals. One that should be recognized for its immense significance is an act not only of professional commitment, but also one of pride. We all worked hard together to this day, and our work did not go to waste. An award we are getting here is a wonderful tool in current world, one that opens many doors of opportunity. Success then is a relative term. We may apply it to measure the quality of the change we produce, the lives we transform, and the relationship we build. With titles such as architect and engineer, is what we do with our influence that saturates our title with value. The education we get in school is currently not fulfilling the desire at job market. Once, Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. To this, I can say that education is the weapon to improve our infrastructure. And we know no development without good infrastructure, and no good infrastructure without architecture and structural engineering. Now Rwanda will not worry. We are out now with tangible skills, ready to be certified. Nziza Training Academy reminds us that we are capable of and motivate us to continue working as hard as we could, either through encouraging words we have been told by our CEO during our trainings. It's for this inspiration and encouragement that I thank not only my own family, but also the families of our graduates we have been together in the whole last year. We thank the experienced and qualified trainers who put their sincere effort to make us livelier to the market. They leave us with required skills to unique complete from smallest to the biggest project. Now we are ready to raise the name of our country wherever we find a project. Now everywhere we can work, we no longer fear to design any building. We no longer fear to make structure analysis of any building. What you have professionally learned at Nziza Training Academy can be simplified as the following. Architectural designers will learn construction project detailing and documentation, architectural graphics presentation, project modeling, visualization and the production of project, walk-through animation. Expert Ladona has come to train us high-level architecture, model of classic. Expert Ladona has come to train us high-level architectural model of classic architecture. In civil or structural engineering, engineers learned design and analysis of reinforced concrete structures. They learn also design and analysis of steel structures, wind and earthquakes effect consideration for high-rise buildings. Envoy of Prosta Software Headquarters trained about analysis of steel structures from simple to multi-story structures. My fellow graduates with these earlier competing skills Now our country needs us. Africa needs us. Even the whole world needs us. It's up to ourselves to go and improve what we gained in Nziza Training Academy. Let us advocate what Nziza Training Academy fed us. Life is about growing, and being in our programs gives each of us a new opportunities to continue growing and to learn new skills that we will carry with us for the rest of our lives. And we don't have to stop there. This program has already showed us how capable we all are accomplishing our goals when we commit ourselves to them. As we all continue in our lives, let us take each new problem on with confidence, knowing that we have achieved great height and we are equipped with the necessary tools to tackle our future. The true measure of success may not be manifest at first sight. The gifts we have received from Nziza Training Academy, however, have provided us with our first steps towards its eventual discovery. With this in mind, I challenge you to define your success and live up to your own measures with passion and commitment. Let us promise this as a reward to Nziza Training Academy for this helpful initiative of skills development. Good luck and congratulations to you all.
We had an architectural program and a structural program. So what was missing to complete a full set of construction was construction project management. And now I'm confidently say again that Nziza is completely equipped with knowledge. Architecture is there, structure is there, and now project management is there. I want to invite Engineer Mahayasin from Sudan as a head of engineering project management to give his presentation. Please help me to welcome Ms. Mahayasin.
I will engage the presentation for all of you to introduce my construction management that will be trained on the Nziza Training Academy next year. Next month? Yeah. First of all, I'm Maha from Sudan. I am a specialized engineer in project management. I'm also an MBA holder, a civil engineer. And I am a Prince 2 practitioner. I would like to, first of all, every project starts from the design, the architect design, up to the bills of quantities. The bills of quantities now in Rwanda, we have quantity surveyors, but we can make it even easier with Plan Swift. It's a software that is easily doing the quantities from the plan. You can take off and put on the Excel. It's just that simple. It's very simple. We make it even easier. This is the, you can see here in the presentation. You can take any picture, any PDF, any AutoCAD, and just put it on the Plan Swift, and easily it can be returned to, it can be, you take off and be recorded as the bill of quantities. You can even take off the plan and put it on the bills of quantities you already have, with the specifications, with the description you want, with everything. It's just that simple. It's very easy. You will learn on my course. We have the plan itself. you will end up with a complete project plan with time, schedule, and even a recovery plan if it's not working. You can prepare for every mistake, for everything that you can have on the site during execution. You can just, with the cumulative of the experience that we have as structural engineers, you can easily have the lessons log. You take off all the constraints that can take from the project and give it in your plan to make sure that it will go in plan. You can plan for every activity even before it begins. You can even calculate the critical path, which is the most critical activities in the project. And you can even calculate, before it starts, you can calculate when it ends and what it will cost. Because this is the client's first thoughts, what it was going to cost me and when are you going to finish. You can have them with we will engage the plan with the design so you can answer these questions. As you can see, the MS project can get you even those questions answered before even you can start. And sorry, that's it. You can calculate the earned value. This is all we're going to learn on my course, but you can calculate the earned value from the project and from the MS project, and also you can do the exact tracking of the project. Where is my project now with the date, the status date? Now I'm completed 10%, 50% from my project. This is how I want to be. This is how I want to schedule my next month or even week, or even day, with the resources, with everything to be prepared. With the budget, because this is the most important thing actually in project management: the budget and the time and the quality. And that's it. Thank you.
I'm the technical support manager for Prota Software in Africa, and I represent the African market in Turkey. Although there are so many softwares, I'm here to talk about Prota because that's the company I work with. And then through Nziza Academy, we'll be providing the software and training on this software. Now, Prota Group was established in 1985. It's divided into four. That was the Prota Software, the Prota Engineering, the Prota Computer, and the Prota Architecture. Our head office is in Turkey, Ankara, and we have a new office in Poland, and we have office in several places around the world. And we have an office here in Rwanda through Nziza Academy. So the software is about 35 years old. It's not a new software, and it's highly familiar with the process and necessities for engineering design. I think there's a video that's a play. Okay, now focus. No, let's keep this. Okay, now the main capabilities of this software is that it designs 2D and 3D models flexibly, and it has a multi-material modeling with physical objects. It runs analysis, it runs analysis and details to international seismic and design codes. I believe we use the BS code here, right? Okay. And it does the full design reporting and quantity takeoff automatically. And with Prota, it links with other softwares under Prota Details, Prota ST, to automate design drawings. The software is very easy to use, and it produces maximum productivity. I don't know if you can see this. The software actually starts, from our design as structural engineers, we always start from grid lines, and the software is capable of using or making use of irregular grid lines and straight grid lines or curved grid lines. And from the software, we can create any shape of column. We have the rectangular, the circular column, any shape at all. You can see from there, you can see the star, the T-shape, polygon, an I-shaped column if it's concrete. And it can be used to design multi-stories in solid slabs, and also for flat slabs, and for waffle slabs. And it can be used to design rib slabs. And for foundations, we can use the software to design basements, part foundations, and raft foundations, pie foundations, the combination of raft and pie foundations. And also for steel structure, we can design steel structure with the same software. Okay, and it has features for the roof truss, the purlins, the brace, the girts. And also it can automate our connection designs for steel. Okay, this is a video. Okay, it can be used for seismic analysis. It has real-time animation. Now, this is FE analysis, finite element analysis. I hope this is not too complicated. Huh? Actually, the software is very easy to use, and with Nziza Academy, we're providing trainings on this software. I think that's all. Okay, now this is the output from ST Design using the software. You can also produce assembly drawings for our trust members. And this is the output from the concrete design. It can automatically create our concrete design drawings and provide and produce reports for it. So we can even use, we can design slanting columns with the software. We can design walls and walls with openings. We can design slanting beams, cobbles, retaining walls, stairs, scaffolds, pies, and it can create design sheets, calculation sheets using the software. Now, in summary, the software creates the building design, the drawing management, the full DWG drafting capability, and ROC quantities and schedules, automatically creates steel connections, steel drawings, shop drawings, and quantities. Now, back to the beginning. If the architect is working with Revit or ArchiCAD, the software has a feature that we can link with other softwares like Revit, ArchiCAD, and Tekla. So if the architect makes a change on his ArchiCAD model, it will automatically reflect in Prota, right? So you don't need to be scared, because just imagine if an architect comes with a very big project like this and one day decides to change it or reduce it. If he synchronizes it with Prota, it will automatically update both his model and his sheets. And there's the same thing with Revit, Archicad. Now, why should you trust this software? The software was designed 35 years ago, and it was designed by Joseph Coben. He's actually one of the people who worked on the Turkish building code. And it's used by the well-known consulting companies in the world. We have ROPA and the Jacobs. And the software was used in designing the biggest passenger terminal building in the world, which is in Turkey. And it's also used in the design of the largest university campus in Istanbul. This is the model for the campus. And it was used in several projects in Malaysia. It was used in the design of the airport in Egypt, the Cairo airport in Egypt, and the Ankara train station, and the Pristina airport in Kosovo, and the Pittsburgh airport in Russia. That's what the software was used in creating. So I guess that's the end of my presentation. With Nziza Academy, we'll be providing this software and the training on the software. Apart from getting the software, you need to know how to use it very well, right? And that's what Nziza Academy will be providing. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. It's like MC has read all my speech because he has said all what I have prepared. I wish I could go back to university and learn architectural and engineering program. I'm just thinking, maybe it's possible. Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of Administration and Finance, Rwanda Polytechnic, the CEO, Nziza Training Academy, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to thank all of you for your participation in this important graduation ceremony that has marked another important landmark in the area of capacity development in this country. To graduates, I wish to congratulate you upon this important milestone you have achieved today. I have to say that I'm really proud of you because of all these programs and these important skills you have gained, as the evidence shows. As we all know, Rwanda is leaving behind the Vision 2020, and we are embarking on our journey towards the realization of even more ambitious 2050. And in this journey, it's clear that human capital development has been and will remain a crucial enabler. Only with a well-skilled and motivated workforce, we shall be able to achieve this vision. In long term, it is clear from our previous speakers that the education system will have to be adapted accordingly, and we shall have to improve the competitiveness and employability of school graduates. In short run, we also have to enroll or to put in place large-scale upskilling program in key priority sectors, including industry, construction industry. And I'm glad to say that Nziza Training Academy is in this right direction. Today, we are here to witness this graduation ceremony, which marks a stamp of upskilling in construction industry. In future, We hope this program can be upscaled to train even for the Legion. My previous speaker said, I think it's the representative of the graduates who said that you are looking for exporting the skills you've gained. I wish to encourage that because Rwanda wants to position itself as a hub. So since we are bringing those latest technology, let's think of not producing solutions, not getting skills for the local market, but also extending to the region. That time we shall be positioning Nziza Training Academy as one of its kind in this region. So the Rwanda Development Board, through each skills office, commends the ambition of Nziza Training Academy of providing quality education and training with individual care. To us, this is a very powerful and inspirational ambition. And I have to say that it makes you stand out in the crowd. I would like to commend specifically Nziza Training Academy for two things, among others. I want to commend you for your contribution to closing the skills gaps in Rwandan labor market. The training center's vision of upskilling engineers and architects is assuring us that we are going to close the gaps of skills we need in this sector. And we are going to also avail skills that we needed as we implement our infrastructure and construction projects, which will be even needed as more as we advance into our ambition of becoming a middle-income country. So I have no doubt that this is a well-desired and needed domain. So you made a right choice. I want to also thank Nziza Training Academy for the use of latest technologies and partnership with global experts. So this affirms that you are training people who can not only compete locally, but can compete regionally and globally. And as you know, this is in line with the fourth industrial revolution era we are in. As evidence shows, skills shortage is a constraint to the private sector development. Companies in Rwanda are constrained by the low capacity of their stakeholders, who are staff mainly, for them to remain competitive and expand. Both quantitative and qualitative sources to Rwanda Development Board confirm that employers' willingness to grow is high if they find the right talent. I'm glad to note that the programs of Nziza Training Academy are tailored towards ensuring that trainees acquire employability skills, which is in line with our ambition in Chief Skills Office of upskilling Rwanda for national economic transformation. However, we strongly recommend that in addition to employability skills gained by those graduates, maybe in the future you think of pairing these employability skills with entrepreneurial skills so that we become job creators as opposed to becoming job seekers. And that time we shall be contributing to the Rwanda's goal to create 214 jobs, 1,000 jobs per annum. Distinguished guests, I would like to reiterate that the Chief Skills Office at Rwanda Development Board will continue to collaborate with the private sector training providers, but we also take this opportunity to encourage the industry university linkages, whereby we are encouraging investors to take their leads by informing private sector or skill service providers which kind of skills they need so that they plan accordingly, but also investors in the construction industry to think of providing apprenticeship program, internship program for the fresh graduates for them to build a synergy between industry and universities. As I conclude, I also want to encourage graduates not to work in isolation. I have no doubt, because your representative have said that you're going to share skills learned, not keeping to yourself, but also I want to encourage you to work as a group, not in isolation. So, in the RDB perspective, think about creating companies that will be competing with those globally recognized companies. Personally, I have to say that let's work together and make sure that we stop consultant services by over the next 5 years. Why not? So this is something we need to encourage as RDB. Let's build the capacity internally and in the near future be able to develop structural solutions by ourselves and implement them by ourselves. By doing so, we shall be reducing our import bills, where we import a lot of skills to implement and develop those solutions. I wish to thank all our partners and the stakeholders, mostly heads of academic institutions, the electors and those in charge of capacity development for their efforts in driving the skills development agenda in Rwanda. I wish to also thank the private sector for their effort they put in the capacity development program, because government cannot drive this heavy agenda alone. Once again, congratulations to the graduates. Thank you and have a joyful day.
CEO, Nziza Training Academy, RDB representative, college leaders and lecturers, managing directors here present, and graduates, good afternoon. I am honored to speak to this gathering that is assembled by a young man who, together with other aspiring entrepreneurs, are promising to lift this country to a greater height. Rwanda Polytechnic is a higher learning institution dedicated to training a highly skilled, dynamic workforce in technical and vocational programs. Among the missions of Rwanda Polytechnic is to contribute to finding solutions to other problems related to national development and collaborating with other national, regional, and international institutions with similar mission. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very grateful of Nziza Training Academy for heading and getting out of fear, but coming in the limelight to start this good initiative of skilling, upskilling, and reskilling our youth, the Rwandan youth. We have seen the technology, the softwares we are using. If you use the software today, 2020, and relax a bit for 1 year, many other softwares will have come up. So that strengthens the need to keep reskilling, to keep upgrading your knowledge. And Nziza Academy has come to solve that problem. Nziza Training Academy, I want to promise to you that as you keep on training, skilling and reskilling, you are not doing it only for your own development, but for the development of the country. We shall find ways of supporting you. We have a national employment program at Rwanda Polytechnic. We have the Skills Development Fund at WDA. So we shall keep we shall find ways of supporting you such that we have real skilled engineers.
Ngezi Emil for the architect. He finished his training in architectural program. We have an international student from Cameroon who came to attend the Training Academy's trainings. Engineer George Atta.
Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Who would believe that I could be happy and contented? I used to think that happiness hadn't been invented, but that was in the bad old days before I met you. When I let you walk into my heart. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I was afraid that maybe you thought you were above me, that I was only fooling myself to think you'd love me. But then tonight you said you couldn't live without me. The roundabout me, you wanted to stay. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Congratulations and celebrations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be.